Alright, here we are back at the Shimazu campaign, and yesterday I was homesick, kind of like I was today, and I was playing a lot of campaign. I actually went and played a Usagi, or however you say it, Usagi campaign. They're the warrior monk dudes who start up in this region, and I played it on easy just for fun, and I was actually kicking butt. I pretty much held all of this area over here. Looks like the Hojo were kicking butt over there right now, but anyway, I held pretty much all of this area. All of northern Japan, and I was making a move on the Shogun, and of course they hit the realm divide, and then everybody turned against me, and that was on easy, and things were pretty tough going, so I have to say that I'm now extremely concerned about what's going to be going on this campaign when we hit the realm divide, because this is on medium, and it was actually pretty freaking hard on easy. Just because of the position the Usagi are in now. I think the Shimazu are in slightly better position to defend themselves, but still, it's just insane because all the clans just start marching armies all over you. So it's going to be smart of me to try and capture provinces in such a way that the computer kind of has to come at me all in one direction, and that'll be helpful. So I'm going to start working towards that. You saw me tearing down the Christian church there. That way we don't have to. That way we don't have to deal with the upsetness that's going to be caused by that. I don't remember if I have a monk anywhere on the map, so I'm going to go over here to objectives, clans, armies, provinces. No, I don't have any agents, so I don't have a monk to go and convert the populace. I'm going to need to do that. Yeah, we got a lot of work to do on this campaign. I figured we were probably in pretty good shape, but we're not. So, yeah, I'm going to have to do a whole lot of work. And the Shoni Navy over here is going to need to be dealt with. The only problem is Navy takes up a whole lot of your units, and it's kind of irritating to have to pay for the upkeep, so I think once I'm done with the Navy, I'm just going to disband it. Whenever we get to the realm divide, I don't really care if I have a Navy or not, because, I mean, I'm just going to be worried about the land battles. I'm going to come back and unify my Navy. My troops are going to be recuperating there. Actually, I probably shouldn't have sent my Navy back there. I need to continue my assault. I think I'm going to bring my second army back and hit the Shoni from another direction, actually. So, let's get this fleet to go up there. Let's take my army. Let's see if we can move out of Awaji yet. Let's build, I'm going to build markets pretty much everywhere I can in order to try and have a better economy, because no one's going to trade with you or do anything once you get done getting through the realm divide phase. Oh, by the way, if my commentary is a bit strange or anything today, then just forgive me. I'm sick, so I'm doing the best I can, but I figured you'd probably like to see the campaign nonetheless. Let's go ahead and end a turn. Once I take out the Shoni, I should be able to easily gain access to like all those trade areas, and then hopefully when the realm divide comes, the enemy navies won't really take the time to come in and fight me. But you know, I can't guarantee that'll be the case. That's just kind of what I'm hoping for. So you can see the Shoni Navy is down there around another one of my trade areas, so it's going to be kind of crappy if they force me off there. Let's see. I've researched quite a bit of the Chi arts. So let's get back to some of these arts here. Let's do some bow mastery. Actually, probably some spear mastery would be good, so we can build an Magenta. Man, old habits died hard. Naginata Dojo. I used to think that's what the word was back when I played Shogun 1, so for those of you getting frustrated at me saying that, yeah, just be patient. So, I need to go pick up this army, but I need to train some reinforcements so that the area doesn't revolt. They're not real happy with the fact that outsiders have taken them over. I need to upgrade that general as well. I'll take care of that. Yeah, they're still going to be upset. I'm just going to have to wait till they finish recruiting. That's kind of annoying. I hate how sometimes you can't just walk out of the province and move on, because you have such a limited number of turns, and it really sucks that you just have to, like, sit around. Let's see, I can hire a Metsuke and a ninja here. This Metsuke might be useful. Let's see, overseas settlement. So that ought to help keep my my morale up. They've got a merchant guild here. I got plenty of food supply, so I'm going to leave that. And trying to think what I should build here. They've also got a sake den, so eventually I could upgrade that and get ninjas. Let's build a Buddhist temple. Maybe that'll help convert the populace back to back to Buddhism. The ninjas are pretty helpful. I'll show you how to use them here in a little bit. I'm just thinking right now, so sorry for the sorry I'm a little bit out of it, like I said. I'm just gonna leave my trade ships there. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave them there. Let's go ahead and end one more turn. I hate wasting all this time because we've only got till 1580, so I mean that's like let's see, 20 more years, 4 turns, so that's 80 turns we have left. Some of you may say, "Air, that's a lot." Well, it is kind of a lot, but remember that by the time I start conquering a lot of these provinces on the way to Kyoto, I'm going to hit the realm divide, and things are going to get tricky. And someone got on me last time saying, "Air, how come you didn't just run away and save your trade ships?" Here, I'll try it here. It doesn't really matter to me, it's just trade ships, and then a lot of times the computer will chase you down anyway like this, so that's why I didn't run away, because regardless, they just follow you, and you can't get away. So, yeah. That's why I didn't... Well, actually, I think you just said I won that battle somehow. That's pretty darn hilarious, to be quite frank. Oh, also, something cool that happened in that Yosegi campaign that I was playing. I captured, like, a European ship, and so I had, like, a cannon ship. It was pretty darn cool. It's called the Black Ship. I don't know if any of you have gotten to do that yet. Let's see. A man has been found openly proselyting his Christian beliefs in Hizen. No spread of non-clan religion across all provinces. Execute him. I just don't want any of this rebellion going on due to religion. So maybe kind of brutal of me, but that's the way it's gonna be. So it looks like the Hojo pretty much own all that land over there. They're probably growing pretty powerful. Let's go see if I can get my trade ships back on. I don't know how my trade ships won that fight. That cracks me up. Let's see if we can just go ahead and finish them off. Probably not. Oh well. At least it'll just beat them up. And I still have 2 trade ships there. I'll bring them in and repair them and eventually get back on my incense trade there. And then I'm training a navy right now. You can see that I have 2 bow ships here. In fact, I can probably come finish off this Shoni navy with these guys. Yep. That'll take care of them. I'm going to move back up here and meet up with the other ship that I have training. The Shoni are pretty much the only ones that have a navy that are giving me a hard time, so let's see what the public order is like in this. I wonder if we can, yeah, we can start charging taxes there. Good. So the public order's fixed there. Public order in this province is actually really good, so I'm hoping maybe I can leave with my army. Let's see, my Metsuke might be helping keep the population happy there, because we definitely need to move on and capture a few more strongholds in this area. So here's my army. Let's move out of the town. Yep, it stayed happy. Good, so that Metsuke was definitely worth it, because he's overseeing the population. Here's another Shoni army, and it looks like they were fighting some rebels up in this castle. I like how the rebel flag there is like a little roach. Anyway, I'm just going to auto-resolve this battle with the Shoni because it's nothing special, and then I'll show you maybe me taking on the rebels. Look, the Shoni had some imported matchlock Ashigaru, and that's probably because they had the Christianity. They can import those. They must have had a Namban port. In fact, I'm probably going to tear that Namban port down because I want to make everything Buddhist for this campaign, and other campaigns I'll mess with the Christianity. Let's see, my general increased in rank. I never increased my other one too, so let's go ahead and fix that. Let's see. I like just doing these ones so they can move further on the campaign map and then have better morale and everything. Let's go ahead and attack these rebel roaches here. Huh, they have a bunch of light cavalry. That's awesome. Yeah, these guys are going to get mowed down by my bows, so I will see you on the battle map. Alright, here we are on the battle map. I don't really want to run up this entire hill, so I'm going to actually start my army over here. This is my all Ashigaru army, but hey, they're cheap, it doesn't cost a whole lot of upkeep, and they can be pretty effective if you get them experience. And I think there's different ways you can get your Ashigaru to be more experienced, so they're not that bad. Let's go ahead and move up my troops here, get into a fight. I definitely have more bow units than the enemy, so basically this is just going to be me raining down arrows on these rebel scum. Their cavalry units aren't going to do much good unless they run them out the gates, but that's why I'm going to keep my spear units right behind my archers. That way, in case they do run out the gates, I can simply... accidentally selected all my units. Oh, let me go through some of the buttons that I'm using when I do this. If you hold Control and then double-click one type of unit, it'll select them all. I've had some of you ask me about that. You can push Control I, and it'll select your infantry. I think you can push Control M, select your missile troops, and I think Control C is Cav. So if you're wanting some of those hotkeys, you can push G to group units. Yeah, so I mean that's just a few of the quick hotkeys that I use. I like to click and drag. You can use R, you know, to toggle walk, run, see like that. If you button over these things, it'll tell you what the hotkeys are, and so that's a good way to know what hotkeys to use. I'm gonna go ahead and move up my archers so that I can do more damage to the enemy units. I'm still a little bit far back.
Treacherously meant to ambush us.
Hidden units. Well, I guess maybe they're hiding in the trees up here or something. Okay, I think my bows should be... Let's see how much of the fortress they have in range. Yeah, they're going to go ahead and start firing. So, yeah, pretty much it's going to be me raining down a lot of death with my bows. I don't really know that I feel the necessity to take my Ashigaru up the walls. And look, these walls have been destroyed in a previous fight. So it kind of screws it up where you can't garrison them as well. But the computer's not even really trying to garrison them that well. Anyway, I'm just going to fast forward and I'll come back towards the end of this to show you what the results were. Alright, here's a look into some of the damage that I'm causing to the rebel units. You can see him here just eating, you know, huge volleys of arrows. Check out that guy going down in the background. Jeez, man, he got rained on. Whoa! Then check out this dude. He's rolling around with like 100 arrows stuck in it. Looks like he's pinned to the ground. These guys crawling around. Oh man, that is terrible. Terribly awesome that is. Anyway, I think these guys are about to get the same. Here's one of the last guys here. We'll watch him get wasted. Oh, absolutely brutal. In any case, I love the arrow fire on this game. It's really, really cool. Here's some of their cav units hiding right behind the wall, but it wasn't enough to save them. And then these guys are probably going to be the next to start taking some pain. Yep, you can see the arrows flying in overhead already. The arrow effects on this game are really, really sweet. Anyway, just going to show you a few of those arrow effects. I'm going to go ahead and run my men in. I'll show you when we get in the melee. Okay, my men are now flooding into the fort. So the gates were destroyed from the previous fight, apparently with the Shoni. And so here's my men basically flooding in. Their cavalry, of course, is no good against my Ashigaru. They probably should have just dismounted them. That's what I would have done. I would have just dismounted my cavalry and fought on foot, because they'll do better on foot. I even have my general coming up here. I haven't seen any of them actually get through the gate yet, because the gate's a little bit crowded. Let's see, I dismounted my general. Let's see where... Okay, yeah, some of them have gotten through the gate. You can see one of the general's bodyguard dudes with the little deal on his back. So yeah, it's kind of fun sometimes to dismount your general and get him involved in the fight. They're actually a pretty good samurai unit. You can see, like right there, this dude getting absolutely stabbed. They're a darn good unit. Yeah, there goes another one. So this guy's already killed 2 of these losers. Yeah, so sweet stuff. Yeah, my men are all inside, so the rebels are pretty much done. So I will see you back out on the campaign map. Alright, so we won that fight against the rebels. I'm now in control of another island up here on Kyushu. Let's see, who's this other clan here? The Mori clan. We're definitely gonna want to boot them out of Kyushu, but we'll go ahead and finish off the Shoni first. And it looks like they have a province right here as well. So it looks like Bungo right now is the last Shoni province on this island. Right now I'm making pretty good money, but I'm gonna want to continue to just boost up my economy with markets. And I'm going to do that, and I'm going to try not to depend on trade from the other clans. I mean, I could, if I can get any, I could do it. But I really don't want to depend on it because, like I said, when we get to the realm divide, it's just going to be, I mean, trade is going to do me no good. So right now my economy is pretty good. I want to keep it this way. I'm going to keep one basically Ashigaru-based army, and then the other one, will be my good Katana army. And I'm going to use those in conjunction. I'll kind of have one move through the north and one moving through the south, because you pretty much have kind of a 2-province setup all through here. And check out this province. Any case, we're just going to kind of, like I said, one in the north, one in the south, so that way we have a solid front to present against the enemies once we get to the realm divide, and it won't be very easy for the enemies to just overwhelm me from all directions. So basically I've captured Shikoku, I will have captured Kyushu, and then we'll start on the main island here, Honshu, I guess. And we'll start moving eastward on Honshu towards the shogunate, and hopefully that'll be a relatively quick process. And then, you know, eventually when I need to, you know, I could also make attacks from Awaji here. But I'm going to move this army. Let's see. I think we finally got a garrison in this town, and it looks like they're going to finally not riot with me leaving. So I'm going to move this boat up here. I'm going to go ahead and load these dudes up. Now you can start a fight actually with the Shogun quite early in the game. Like, I mean, I could drop off here and make a run for Kyoto, and possibly, I mean, I don't think I have a good enough army to beat the Shogun's army right now, but I mean, you can do something like that. I wouldn't recommend it, because that, like, as soon as you capture Kyoto, everybody's going to turn against you. And so I'm definitely going to get like a huge solid foothold here on southern Japan, and then use that to my advantage. Let's go ahead and end another turn here. That Matsuke was pretty helpful. Looks like he's really helping. Hey, the Hojo finally won a trade agreement. Yes, we should. Like I said, I'm not going to depend on trade to carry me through, but for the time being, I just want to be banking up a lot of money. I'm going to try not to spend a whole lot of money on armies or anything else. About the only thing I'm going to spend money on is markets, and I'll probably build like a couple of strong fort cities. One right on the edge of Kyushu, and then another further up onto Honshu once I get there. And I'm just going to be researching military stuff until then, and hopefully that'll help best prepare me to get to the realm divide. Let's see. I do want some ninjas, so I don't know. I'm going to save my money for now. I'm just not going to spend money on that right at the moment. I do need to upgrade the farms there. That'll be worth my money. And we'll just recruit a unit of Yashigaru to hold the city. Now that's another Christian city. Oh, yes, sweet. I can hire a monk now. Also worth my money. I'll bring him over here into this Christian city to minister to the settlement, and that'll help calm them down, like my Metsuke is kind of doing here. And eventually, hopefully, we'll convert the populace back to Buddhism, because that's what my clan is. And like I said, on another campaign, you know, I'll do the whole convert to Christianity thing, so I can show you a lot more of the firearm units. But I think for now, this would be a smarter move for me. I need to get trade ships back out on those incense ports, so I'll take care of that on the next turn as well. And I still think I have forgotten to upgrade my other general over there, so I know some of you are probably like smashing your head into your hands right now, frustrated with me, but I'll take care of it. Jeez, man. The Hojo are getting whooped up on, so it's unfortunate because my trade agreement with them is going to be worth a whole lot less. I didn't actually see what that said. Nah, I don't really want to enlist another general right now. Crap. I forgot to read what that thing said. Man, I feel stupid. So I've got this one trade ship. I'm going to pull it back up here, repair it. I do have a small navy now. We'll go ahead and move it out. And I'm going to start recruiting trade ships, and I'm just going to start banking up a whole lot of money. I just really want to bank up a whole lot of money. Except for these trade ships. That's probably about the only thing I'm going to spend on, and then I'll get them back out to the incense ports, and then hopefully up here to this raw silk port. That'll be worth a lot of money to me. Let's go ahead and pull my monk over here to minister to that settlement. And hopefully now we can take this army, leave one of the Ashigaru units that I trained. And good, they're still happy. That's what we needed, and we're going to go over here to Bungo and assault the Shoni castle in the area. It's going to be a little bit of marching, so we'll get started. Let's see, here's my navy. It's still got my other army, and I'm going to take the last Shoni province with it. You're not going to be able to afford probably much more than 2 armies whenever you hit the realm divide thing, unless you've saved up a whole bunch of money. So I mean, I highly suggest that you have as cheap an army as possible. I mean, like having one good army like I do with my samurai is good, and then I think having another army minus 2% range for all units. How come it gives me minus 2%? I don't really like either one of those retainers, but I guess I'll just take one. This will give me my campaign movement range. I like using that one first, so that way I can get around the campaign map faster. So we're going to come over here and land in Suo and assault the one of the last Shoni. Oh, there's war horses there too. Good, all those things are going to help me earn money. Let's see, what's this ship out here? Navy, Shoni. Looks like they're pirating some kind of trade route or something. Don't really care. Okay, I think it is time to end this turn once again. Oh, I keep forgetting to check and see if they had a Nanban trade port, and if they do, I want to tear it loose. And I'll just keep that ship sailing up around Japan. If no one's taking that iron trade port, I might just plug a little ship up there. I mean, it's not going to do me a whole lot of good, though, since it's just one ship. You kind of need to get multiple ships up there in order to do a whole lot of good. Looks like there's some Mori ships down there as well. I'm not sure. I think they're at peace with me right now. Let's go see who has the raw silk trade, because I'm going to want that raw silk trade. No one has it. Good. Let's see. This is warehouses. Doesn't look like an Nanban port. Oh, that's their warehouse. Never mind, I'm looking at the building there. It's a military port. Good, it's not an Nanban port. So let's do some recruitment. Recruit some trade ships. We're going to start making some serious cash off of that silk route. Let's see. Here's my ships. I've already got one trade ship. I'm just going to go ahead and go recapture that trade port before someone else gets it. Take this ship back and repair it. And then on my next turn, I can send 2 trade ships down there. And like I said, you can see that the amount of koku in my treasury is going to go up quite a bit, and that's what I want. I want to save up a whole bunch because I'm definitely going to be strapped for cash whenever it comes time for the realm divide. So I'm just going to bank up as much cash as I can and only spend on necessities. And then hopefully I'll have tens of thousands of koku saved up, and that'll help whenever we get to that point. It'll help me kind of get through the rough time there. At least that's my plan. Because your economy is definitely going to tank out a little. I mean, mine shouldn't too much because right now I'm only trading with one faction. And I'll mostly be depending on those 4 trade ports you see on the southern end of Japan there. Christian Revolt. Dadgummit. Now I got to march an army back up here. Freaking crap. So dang irritating. Definitely got to get these people converted away from Christianity. Up here they're mad too. Let's take a look at our... I wish I would have known that they were getting upset there. I didn't get any kind of warning, so that kind of ticks me off.